First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor, praise, and glory to our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, the creator of heaven and earth, seen and unseen, this dimension as well as the spiritual dimension. That's why the Most High should be greatly feared as well as greatly praised. We also give praise to the true Holy Black Messiah, the King of Kings, royalty himself, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, where our salvation lies, where our hope lies. He is the author and the finisher of our faith. And I'm just picking off what I left off at. This actually a class announcement. A class I just posted. And it's a very heavy class about Job. And the title of the lesson is I understand what Job meant about when he cursed the day he was born. And I touch on a lot of things, and as it reflect to the elect. And the elect is you so-called African American, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, and our Israelite foreigners. They like those other nations where they were scattered from the west coast of Africa all the way to the west part of Europe. Israel is scattered all over the earth. When you read James 1:1 to the 12 tribes scattered broad greeters. In this lesson, I talked about the regeneration, because the Bible talks about one generation passes and another generation cometh, and the vanity and vexation of spirit that comes with that. Because why? Everything is on repeat. Everything is on a cycle, a vicious cycle. Our captivity that we living in, the curses that we are under our captivity because we broke the laws, and we coming back through grace and truth. And also, we dealing with the natural recompense of sin, which we face, Israel face, which is sickness, aging, death. Those things come with that. And you understand why Job cursed the day he was born. Because, scripture talks about man born of a woman is a few days and full of trouble. Because why? You come back and you come back. If you're righteous, you come back righteous. If you're wicked, you come back wicked. Everything is on repeat. The movie is still the movie is still the same characters, just a different setting. That's how you look at life, because everything is on repeat, and it is such thing as regeneration. All you have to do is read Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 1. And but yeah, I just touch on that the beautiful lesson on understanding why Job cursed the day he was born, and I understand why, because this life is vexation of spirit. This life is vexation of spirit. That's why the Bible talks about how they hated their lives, because with much wisdom there's much grief, and he that increases in knowledge increases in sorrow. And that's why we put our hope in the King of Kings, because that's the only way that we can be delivered.